Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kelvin Punga. Today we're going to be discussing things to do with clients. I just had a client, visited the client yesterday, and then the client wanted me to do 3 floodlights, push a cable for the intercom to the 30-meter gate range, and change an isolator in the process. Yeah, doing all that just for £100. I told the client that it's best you go with the £100 guy that you're telling me, because me, I at least wanted 170, because obviously there was a bit of a challenge. Regardless of the 170, I felt like it was too small anyway. And then I could see the guy didn't want to pay. He told me, no, you can go. I decided to leave. I left. Whilst I'm just sleeping on my bed, saw a message, can you do it for 130? Clients, I'm explaining to the guy, I'm going to do it for 130. No, I'm going to do it at least maybe 160 if I'm going to make you happy. And then he said 150. And then I said, okay, 150, but I'm going to send you a quotation. On the quotation, you need to accept it in writing. And then we can now start talking about doing the job. And then he said, okay. So I prepared the quotation. On the quotation, I put clauses and notes to say that quotation is not covering any unforeseen circumstances, especially on the isolator, where you told me to change the one which is there. If there's faults, we're going to start discussing from there. If it doesn't work what you want me to change. That one covered. On the lights, you told me you've got PIR lights. So for the fact that there's PIR lights, if you decide that you no longer have the PIR side, or you no longer want a permanent feed direct, you now need somewhere to switch off, then we're going to start talking from there, and I'll charge you extra for us to complete the job. That covered. For the intercom, you told me that I can be able to push a 1mm cable, which is soft, on a 30-meter range in a 50mm duct. He told me it can go. And I knew he was talking crap. And then I covered myself. Now that you see the clauses on the quotation, he starts calling me, trying to negotiate, trying to get it changed, and all that. Guys, we need to be careful of clients out there. We really need to be careful of clients out there. They will say all sorts of things just to get you to do their work and their bidding and walk away with nothing. Was any normal human being, you can tell that kind of a job is going to take you maybe the whole day. Why am I saying maybe the whole day? There's no containment, no feed for the external lights. The easiest way was to have a whisker box, take power from the inside, maybe put a small wireless receiver from the one you can get from Amazon, and then program it. There you would have used the smaller cable. You got away with it faster, which I proposed. Safer, neater, which will be maybe it's rated to 10 amp. But he didn't want that. He started explaining why he needs a switch, because he was not thinking. It was me, I've already thought about it. To put a switch on such a setup, which means I need containment. It's external, so I'm going to need black containment. I'm going to need IP66 switch. That's going to cost a lot of money, more than what I've been proposing. He gets confused because he thinks it's a switch like he's inside his house. So he doesn't see it being a big problem. After a long talk, I ended up asking, but say, why did you come back? You told me there's a £100 guy. What happened to the £100 guy? And then he was like, no, the guy didn't show up, blah, 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 blah. That's when I knew I'm dealing with a problem. And then I told the guy, look, I understand I need money. I need business, but I think this is not for me. I advise you to look for another electrician who might explain better and understand you better. For me, I don't think I'll take this bidding. Was what I understand from him, he wants an electrician who will come and work for free. What do I mean work for free? All that he's proposing, it can be done, but how long is it going to take you to do it the way he's saying? A day? Two? And how much is the daily rate? Vis-a-vis what he's offering, £100. Then it means this was a useless contract. That's why I turned it down. All right, guys, head bow. Thank you.